Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Argueta. This will be my introduction video. I guess I assume that since I'm forcing you guys to introduce yourself, it should only be fair that I do the same. So, wanted to give you an introduction video of myself, tell you a little bit about who I am, and give you an idea of, my, experience and where I come from, and in regards to this course um, essentially, what I can be of resource to you. So, as I mentioned, my name is Mr. Argueta. I was born and raised in Chicago. Came here about 12 years ago with my family, with my wife and two children. They were younger at the time, of course. They have now grown up. My daughter is in her last semester at UGA. She'll be graduating with an undergrad in early childhood education, and my son is a sophomore at Berry College, where he's pursuing a medical pathway, looking to become a physician's assistant at PA. My wife is a teacher as well. She works at City Park here in Dalton, where my office is located at. Um, so I have a undergrad from Dalton State in Business Administration, and I have a master's in Business Administration from Shorter University. That being said, I kind of went the opposite route that most traditional students go. At the age of about 18, I started my first business. I was manufacturing golf clubs and selling them in retail. That business evolved into what became a distribution of golf equipment online. We sort of rode the .com bubble at the time. Business was sold out to a different competitor, and then we moved on to other ventures. It seems like in my life, I just kind of bounced around from one business idea to another and kind of did what I could, had pulled some success out of those. And then once that sort of business either dried up or something happened, and I moved on to the next venture. We've been in real estate in Chicago. My wife and I owned a real estate company out there. We did very well. And then, of course, the crash of the economy came through and housing market collapsed. We moved on from there and we went to the IT world. My wife was I was representing a company in the government sector, and my wife represented a company in the higher education side of things. We sold solutions of technology to the different parts that we sort of represented. Our niche in the market during that time was an international market, which I've always found to be sort of my I don't know, I guess, expertise and that I got to offer a company. So normally what I tended to do in the past when I worked or contracted with a company was I would help them open up markets in the international field, help them establish a foothold in what will be an international market presence. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to that. I am bilingual. My parents were from Guatemala. I was born and raised in Chicago, as I mentioned, but I sort of grew up in a bicultural environment. So I still speak Spanish. I would say fluently, but to some people, native speakers probably have some mistakes to it. And then, of course, I grew up speaking English, so I'm also bilingual. So bicultural, bilingual. I understand the culture very well. First generation American and went through the first of everything. The first, to go through different experiences here in America. So I know what the cultural clash situation is between, the different cultures and coming to America and establishing a world here. Very proud of my parents. I'm very grateful for them. I live a life that I get to live because of their sacrifice. So I'm very thankful for what they did. I got to experience what would be a life of prosperity, I guess to say the least. And I get to live a comfortable life because they sacrificed a lot for us to be here. That being said, my wife is of Puerto Rican descent. She does speak Spanish, but she doesn't use it much. My kids don't speak Spanish, so very traditional second generation assimilated family. They understand it, but they won't speak it. I don't know if they're afraid to speak it or maybe just feel uncomfortable speaking it because it doesn't sound as right as they wish it did. But they do understand it. My mom speaks Spanish to them, and then they'll speak English back to my mom, and they understand each other. Um, as I mentioned, my wife is a fourth grade teacher at City Park. She's been doing that for probably close to about 10 years now. We're coming around the 10-year mark. Prior to this, I founded a church. I've been in ministry for many, many years. But in Gordon County, I founded a church called Faith Moves. We did that for about 10 years. And then I had some health issues, which I had to step down from ministry. So basically, I had to put that aside. I couldn't continue that, but I continue to work in the college. I also do corporate trainings, so I do a lot of corporate side work, going to companies where they come here and train them on different leadership styles or communication styles or supervisors and manager trainings, that type of stuff. This class is fairly large. I think we're about 100 students in this class, so you guys have a big variety of individuals that come from all different walks of life. A little more about me. We do enjoy hiking. My family and I, we like going hiking every now and then. It's been really, really hot. I tried to do the Disney Trail this weekend. It was so hot. I was drenched. It was too hot to continue, so I turned around. But I love coffee, so I'm a big fan of coffee. I use a machine, which is right, not that one. That's the K cup. The Cure, no, that one, the Nespresso, that's right in the corner here. I love espressos. I love double shots. I love all types of coffee, dark roast, all the different types of roast. So I enjoy coffee. I have about 2 to 3 cups a day. I'm a big fan of trying new stuff. But I'm also consider myself a foodie. I enjoy good food. I like to explore new cultures through food. Um, that kind of sums it up. That's who we are. In regards to this class, you'll be seeing a video like this. Of course, it won't be my introduction, but I will be posting a video weekly, which is the one that you're required to reply to, inside of your discussion. So keep an eye out for my name. The interaction and discussions, what's expected is you reply to me, you post your original discussion, and you reply to 2 other students. So there should be 4 interactions in your discussion post every week. And as I mentioned in the other video, I do not accept 1-sentence posts. So please make sure this is very, very important. Make sure that you are completing your discussions correctly. Other than that, guys, I wish you the very best. I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys. Looking forward to seeing, your work and reading about you and your history, your story. I hope you enjoy this class, and we will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.